Hello, welcome to the Knitting Project. My name is Sharon and I'm coming to you from Surrey in the UK, where I live with my family and my animals. Today is the 10th of July. It's a Wednesday, she says, thinking about it. And this is episode 154. Welcome if you are a new viewer. Welcome back if you're a returning viewer. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is my podcast all about my crafting life, and a little explanation for my absence for the last couple of weeks or few weeks. I got laryngitis. Turns out that, being able to speak is kind of fundamental to recording a podcast. And I completely lost my voice. And then it'd come back for a little while and then it'd go away again. And it's been okay the last sort of week. But actually this morning, I need to turn those lights off there. It's really annoying. Hold on a minute. They are flickering. They need to turn off. Let's see if I can turn them off. There we go. I think the other ones are okay. Oh! The other ones are not flickering. Sorry about that. So apologies for any of that's been annoying. I've turned them off now. So yes, I was saying it had been okay, but actually this morning I've had quite a lot of trouble with it. So we will have a go with this and see how we get on. So knitting. I am back on my rotation. Only newly back on it, but I am back on my rotation. So day one, and it's not like day one is socks, day two is garment at the moment, because it's not really working that way, because I've got at least 2 socks in the rotation and 2 blankets, so it doesn't really work that way. So it's kind of like project one. So day one is my litmus cow, which is hanging out in my bell and stitch bag, which my lovely friend Belinda made me. She has the Belt and Stitch podcast. Please do go check her out. I love this bag. And in here is my litmus cow. Now, it's very possible I haven't done an awful lot more since you've seen this, but I have actually done a little bit more. So I love this so much. So this is the start of it. So the litmus cow is a pattern by Jude Harper. It is a freebie pattern, and yeah, I love this. So I ran out of the bright yellow yarn and I'm now into a softer yellow yarn. And I think the last time you saw this, I was on this section, that one, and then I've done that and this since you last saw it. I think it might be that I've done that one, but I don't think so. I think I just finished that section and I've started the top section, which is this, which is a yarn from Lay Family Yarn. It was part of the Goose Egg Quilt set. But as I am not making the Goose Egg Quilt, I thought I'd utilise the yarn in other things. So I've nicked the yellow for this, and I really, really do like it. I like how it's kind of, with the softer colours here, the softer colour palette is kind of faded the yellow. So, I mean, it's going to come round to there. It is actually going to be a bit longer than this, because the I haven't quite finished. I've got, I don't know how many I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I've got 21 in here, and I want 24, so I'm not far off finishing this. But I do love it. And yeah. So that's the litmus cow. I'm doing it on 4mm needles. No, I'm doing it on 3.75mm needles. I don't know what needles that the pattern calls for, but that's what I decided to do. And I think I've made mine slightly wider than the pattern. At least it's definitely wider than the last one I made. That wasn't intentional, so I don't quite know why I did that. Maybe I've got up a needle size and it's made it wider. I don't know. But that's the first one. So that's day one, is the litmus cow. Day 2 is my country garden socks. So these I have made a little bit of progress on, not a huge amount, but this is the country garden sock pattern by gosh, have I really been doing these since April? I really need to get these socks finished. So this is a pattern by Ellie Jones, who's got the Craft House Magic podcast. I love these. This is the second pair I've made, and they're in the identical colour as well, which is the Country Gardens sock set. Yeah, I love them, really do. And I have finished sock 1, so I'm doing a shorty version. I'm not doing the full length one. I'm doing a shorty version of it, and yeah, again, love these. Considering these are a shorty version, I really should have these off the needles by now, so I'm glad they're back in the rotation. This pattern is so pretty, these little butterflies, and then you've got the trellis work at the top. And I'm sorry about the noises, that's the dogs playing outside my door. And then the heels like little grass stems. So it just, I just love this so much, and it's sparkling as well. I don't know whether that's picking up on the camera, but it's sparkly. And yeah, I love these socks. So that's the main colour. That is the contrast. And then I'm doing it on 2.5mm Chalgi needles, which is my standard sock size needles. And they are definitely filling a void in my heart for some some pattern socks at the moment. I need to work out what pattern socks I'm going to do next, if I'm honest, but let's get these ones finished first, shall we? But yeah, they're lovely. Really, really like them. Right, and that's living in a Sherry Iris project bag. Really cute. Again, kind of country garden, trying to theme my project bag to my project. Let's put the pattern back in, Sharon, because you're going to be lost without it. So that's day 2. Day 3 is the big one. Day 3 is my Battenburg blanket, and that's living in this giant project bag. And inside we have the Battenburg blanket, and we are kind of getting somewhere with this now. Yeah, there's my hook. So I am using a Clover 3mm crochet hook for this, and this is the little strip that I'm on at the moment. I've just done, so these are all West Green Loft yarns, except for that one's not. That was from my birthday swap with Brendy and Laura, but I decided to go back to my West Green Loft yarns one, so that's just a kind of rogue one that's going to be in there. And that's how far I've got on this strip. I don't know how long the strips are, but this is how it's looking. It's only a little baby blanket at the moment, and the idea is, I think I said this to you last time, didn't I, because it's got a definite pattern to it, which I'm not now carrying on. The idea is the pattern will be in the middle, so I'm putting, which is the great thing about crochet because it's so modular, you can, so I'm putting just individual squares all the way around it. So that's got a side of individual squares, that's a pattern side, that's the side of individual squares. No, it's not. Is that a pattern? No, it is. That's unfortunate. That is not that. Oh, I should have placed that a bit better, shouldn't I? Oh well, never mind. But that's the side of individual squares, and that's the pattern side. So this will then go on top of that end. Go that end. Will go on top of here. like that. So I am joining these in each time I do one onto this, and then I'll crochet the entire strip onto here, which if you are a long-term viewer of the podcast, you will know I did for my Christmas blanket that I did that was similar to this. And yeah. Oh, but I love it. I actually I'm really enjoying working on it again now. So just goes to show that everything has a season. I nearly scrapped this and made it into something else, and now I'm really enjoying it again. So maybe putting whips away is worth it, because you'll get an itch that you want to scratch at some point and it's just sitting there waiting for you. And this is definitely an itch I want to scratch at the moment. So the pattern is the Battenburg blanket by Sandra of the Cherry Heart podcast. Have I got I don't think did I not print out the picture to this? It's possible I didn't. Oh, I did. There we go. So Sandra Paul, Cherry Heart podcast. There we go. That's it. And it's beautiful. Now Sandra has a whizzy way of doing join as you go, which I'm not doing. So I'm just going kind of my own way on that. Which, as you can see on there, she hasn't got the ridges between hers. It's all flat, whereas I've got ridges on mine. But it gives it more of a quilted look, and also means that I can join on those edges easier. So I'm going with that. I'm going with my quilted look. This is my bag of minis. I think I've shown you this before, haven't I? But oh, look at that. And my white is an undyed. Oh, that's the point. I'm running out of undyed. I need some undyed plain for... What do I need that for? I need some undyed plain for something. I don't know what for. That'll come back to me in a minute. But I also need some undyed sparkle. But I've just thought, I'm seeing a yarn dyer at the weekend. She might have some plain. I may message her in a minute and go, can I buy some plain yarn off of you? What did I need the plain yarn for? What am I making that's got that in it? It certainly isn't this, because I finished it. Okay, maybe that'll become clear as I work through the podcast. That's going to annoy me now. That really is going to annoy me now. That's funny. Right, so that's the Battenburg blanket, and I am going away for a few days at the weekend, so I think some of these things will be coming with me. What's next? Scrappy socks. And that'll be the leaf blower. Just going to pause you for a moment. I think it's far enough away. I can get back to it now. I've just remembered, or I've just looked up what I needed that other yarn for. It's the Granny Square cardigan by Caitlin Barthold, and I hadn't even thought about showing this, but of course this is something else I've been working on. It's been living in my little basket, and I've got loads of granny squares in here, and these are all hedgerow yarns held double. Some are held double with themselves, like that one. Some are held double with other scraps, so it's quite scrappy. And yeah, I've got quite a few now. Shall I show you? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's quite a bright one, and there's 2 of those, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16. So I've got 16 of those. I've got one under construction, little tiny one. I have some Scrappy socks in here, which I am using up all the tiny little leftovers that I can't use for a main square. So I need 10 grams to make one of those. So it's got to be, so I've got to have, if I'm using halves, I've got to have full 5 grams in each half, otherwise it doesn't work. So things like this, which are tiny and not 5 grams, I can't use, so they're going in the sock. I had completely forgotten about that. So the way this is constructed, there is a schematic on the pattern, and it's joined together with white yarn. So on the pattern, the squares are multicoloured, they're different colours, and they have a white surround. So I'm going to do this very much like the Battenburg blanket, in as far as I'm going to do the white ridge between, and that's what I wanted the plain yarn for. I knew there was something, so I'm going to join them like that with the plain yarn. For my size, I think I need 90 squares, which is, these are all 10 gram squares each. That is going to be a weighty cardigan. So I'm going to double check that I've got that right, because that's going to be quite heavy to wear, I think. Aren't they pretty? And they don't take me long. They only take me about 10 minutes to make a square. So it doesn't take me long at all, which is why it's kind of in a basket near my desk. So if I'm on a work call, I can just whip it out and rustle up a square. But I haven't worked on it for a little while. Don't know why, just haven't worked on it for a little while. But that's living in that one, and that's not part of the rotation. That's just sort of sitting on my desk. Call it my work project, if you like. So where did we get to? I'm actually on Scrappy socks. So where are my Scrappy socks? They are in this one. So in here, this is a lovely bag that my friend Jenny made me, and I have got Scrappy socks in here. So these are from my birthday swap with Brendy and Laura, and that's the first sock done, and I'm that far on my second sock, but I haven't opened any more of them, so I want to open some more so I can get on with that. And that's one of the reasons this is now in the rotation, because I was diligently opening one every morning and putting it into my sock, and then life happened and I got sick and that didn't happen. So I'm looking forward to doing that very much so from now on, and having it in the rotation. That's gonna be fun. So they're very different socks. I feel this one's almost got a Christmas vibe, but I think it's because of the sparkly yarn in the middle. So I'm going to have more than one pair of these out of the yarn. So I'm thinking what I might do is just sort of marry them up to see which ones go better as pairs. But they are very much Franken socks. So that's those ones. Again, I'm using 2.5mm chalgu needles. That is a bent chalgu needle. How have I managed to bend a chalgu? I would imagine I used it on lace work at some point. And they're fun. I'm enjoying doing them. I love that little bag. And so that's day 4, Scrappy's socks. Day 5 is my most cozy memory blanket. And this has grown since I last saw you, because I have a ton of stitch markers on it that I need to reappropriate. Oh, I'll show you that as well. Show you this as well. So this is my cozy memory blanket, and you will recognise some of these yarns from other things I've shown you. So there's that one, that's from my birthday swap, and then that one, and that one is from my, and that one is from my granny square cardigan. And then where am I going after that? Oh wow, so that's birthday swap. These are all birthday swaps, these ones. I think that's it. Yes. Unusually, how has that worked? I think that one's probably should have a marker on it as well. I'm not quite sure how it's missed. But unusually for me, I'm going down that side again because somehow I've gone off on my square count, and my square is no longer square. I mean, it's not even it wasn't even really a rectangle. It had gone completely wrong, so I'm just correcting that. But yeah, so they're the ones I've put on this. They are from my Battenburg blanket. There's ones at the bottom, which I'm guessing you've seen because they're not marked. So it's growing. It is growing. It's got a dark theme to it, this one. I'm not used to them being this dark. Normally they're a lot lighter, but this one has definitely got a dark theme to it. But I love it, and it'll get there eventually. So in here, so this is a pumpkin productivity notebook. I love these notebooks so much. So they're just dotted paper. I love them. And this is the Cozy Memory notebook. And in here, I've got Cozy Memory Blanket, born on the 19th of the 2nd, 2023. It's just in pencil at the moment. I want to do that in pen, but I was going to do it in lettering. Couldn't find my stamps, and I literally last night found them, so I can do that now. I can stamp that out. And then this is what it's looking like. So that's what I've done so far, if you can see that. And then these are all numbered. So that's, what number's that one? 94. There, I've got 94 squares on that. And then in here is what the squares are. So I've kept a record of what the yarn is, and actually what the projects come from now, because I actually know. Yeah, so the idea is I'm going to fill in those 2 pages, so I'll go up and across as long as I need to for my blanket until I finish. I mean, it might be that I finish the blanket before I finish the squares, and then if I do finish this one, I'm more than likely going to cast on another one. I'll do it again, but later on in the book. So this is my Cozy Memory Blanket book. God, you get so many pages in this. And they're, I think, £5 on the Pumpkin Productivity website. And yeah, absolutely love them. And I use their planners now as well. So that's my Cozy Memory Blanket, which is day 5. And day 6 I am wearing and showing. So the eagle-eyed amongst you might have noticed I'm wearing a finished object. So this is the Shisui Shrug, and I have just binned who it's by. Oh God. Here we go. So it says on the, there we go. So this is what it is. It's the Shisui Shrug. It's a partially brioche project. It's not all brioche, but it is partially brioche. I have learned a lot about brioche making this. It's super squidgy and beautiful to wear. I love wearing it. I think it's going to quickly become my favourite throw-on garment, to the point the brain went, oh, I could make another one of these. And I mean, I've enjoyed every single moment of this. I love learning about the brioche. I love the construction. And actually, once you get into it, it's very potato chippy. You don't even need to look at the pattern. But it was quite a long project. So maybe hold off a little while before casting on another one. It's supposed to have contrast edging at the bottom here. But I didn't. I just went for a plain. So my colours were this yarn Well, I had one to there and then this yarn from there, and white. So on the inside, it's kind of reversible, it's white. Or undyed. So I used the undyed for my edging too, which is actually an I-cord, and did take a little while. I have to admit, the I-cord was a labour of love, but I do love an I-cord edging. I'm not over keen about doing it, but I love the look of it. So it's got lovely I-cord edging on the end of it, and it is actually reversible, so I can take it off and wear it the other way around if I want to. So let me just turn around so you can see the back. Hopefully it's behaving itself. This is not blocked. I did not block this. I don't, to be honest, I don't even know where I would begin blocking it. I don't think it needs it. I had this conversation about blocking brioche before. If anybody does block their brioche, can you let me know in the comments below? But so I made mine a short-sleeved one. Oh, the dog's pulled that already. I've made mine a short-sleeved one because to get a long sleeve, I didn't have very far to go, and I thought it would look odd, so I thought it looked better short-sleeved. And I really love it. Really love it. It's very comfortable to wear. I've been doing the podcast quite happily in it. So that's my finished object, and it's a mega one, and one of the reasons I wanted to podcast, because quite frankly I want to wear it. So you know, it needed a podcast. But yeah, I love it. I really love it. It's so nice to wear. So in its place, I am going to, where is that gone? There it is. I am going to make Charlie, who is my middle daughter, for those who don't know, a vest. She was wearing one of Megan's vests yesterday evening when she came home from work. And she looked really lovely in it. And I said to her, well, look, do you want one? Do you want me to make you one? And she was like, yes. And she's really knit worthy. She's the one I knit all the socks for. Loves her knitted stuff. And a while ago, the lovely Laura, who is the Lonely Knitter, who now has Folk Yarn Studio, had a Star Wars collection, one of which was Dagobah, and I bought DK weight yarn to make something for Charlie, not knowing what I was going to make for her. It's this one. Now, I think I've got at least a couple of these, if not 3. However, I can only find one at the moment, so I need to look back on my order to see, because if I've only got one, I haven't got enough to do it with. And worryingly, I found a pom-pom with it, so I'm like, oh, did I just buy it to do a hat for her? Which would be a bit odd, because she doesn't really wear hats. So I don't know. I need to look back on my order, but providing I have enough yarn, this is what I'm going to use, and I just think it's lovely. So yeah, I'm going to look for the rest of that yarn today, which does seem to mean that it's going to entail me pulling out every single one of these until I find it. But I will look on an order first to see whether I actually ordered it. I think it's probably a better move. But yeah, so that will be that. So that's going to be a Perrick vest, probably. I might knit a different one, because she had a V-neck one on and did look really lovely in the V-neck. But I think she looked nice in the round neck too, so I might talk to her and find out whether she wants a V-neck or a round neck. But that's the yarn I'm going to use. So that's the end of the rotation. That's number 6. I do, however, have a grab and go project, which is living in this beautiful little project bag from Bubbles and Berries. And this is a pair of stripy socks. I think you have seen them before, but this is a Cozy Knitter Advent pattern sock from 2018, did we decide, I think. I'm really sorry about the background noise. I've just realised that someone's taking down a tree now, so there's a chainsaw going off. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm really hoping you can't. So yeah. And then this is how far I've got with the second sock. I think I'm very nearly done the decreases. So that will whiz along. But that is my grab and go project. Sadly had to take Meg to the walk-in centre recently because she got a throat infection. Nothing to do with my laryngitis apparently, which seemed a bit odd, but it wasn't. Yeah, they got some progress, shall we say. But yeah, so that's my grab and go project. So I have done everything on my list there. Now it's kind of up to acquisitions, which I have got a little bit because I haven't seen you for so long. So I'm just going to pause it, see what, they've been quiet. They're quiet now. Right, I'm going to pause it to see what the dogs are up to because I've not heard them for a little while. And to me, that normally means they're up to mischief. So I'm going to go check on the dogs and then I'll come back and do the acquisition section. Okay, so the chainsaw, annoyingly, is my neighbour behind us who is chopping down some of her trees. And I do not have another moment where I can do this, so we're going to have to go with it, and I'm going to have to hope it's not too bad. So I do apologise. Right, so acquisitions. First of all, I had a Sherry Iris Midsummer box. It's the Summer Box Floral Edit. I thought I'd just show you what you get in it. So there's explanation of the box. There's a page for my journal. And then in here, we have got this beautiful yarn. Isn't this just my colours? I mean, seriously, I'm pretty much wearing it. It's so pretty. Oh, I love them so much. And then this beautiful main skein. I do not know what I'm going to do with this, but it's got to be something really special. It is very beautiful. And then I've got a little box pouch with it, and a needle cozy, a lavender bag which smells amazing. There is a candle. Should we open that? I haven't opened it yet. Oh, it's a purple candle. It smells amazing. And I got some threads with mine, which was silk. So they're kind of almost a copy of the minis in the skein. So that's what's in it. Absolutely love it. Really glad I can actually use it now. The dog's trying to come through the door. So that's that one. And I did actually get a second box. Which is this one. I have not opened all of this yet. So this is from Woolly Goodness. So Jenny's been doing some boxes as well. I think you saw I got her Mother's Day one and her Easter one. So this is a summer solstice one. And there was chocolate in this. That has gone. The chocolate's gone. So there's some stickers. Got a couple of stickers. They can go in my yarn journal. Some tea. I love this tea. I'm going to have that in a minute. That's really yummy tea. Some really pretty sunflowers, which I will lose to Meg when she sees them because Meg adores sunflowers. Then they're all wrapped up like this. So I'm going to unwrap things now, live on the podcast. Oh! Wow, lovely, beautiful little tin. I really like that, it's really pretty. And this has got some progress keepers in it. Let's have a look, see what we've got. We have got an ice lolly. Other way around. Oh, whenever you do this, always goes wrong. Come on. Focus, camera, focus on that, please. Another sunflower. Oh, that's pretty. A beautiful ice cream cone. Oh, gorgeous butterfly. These are gorgeous. And another ice cream cone that doesn't want to behave. There we go. Right, now I need to go. Me back in focus, please. Thank you. That's what I did last time and it didn't go back, did it? Let's put those away. I thought I'd keep this to share with you and then didn't realise it was going to take me so long to podcast. And then there's another sticker. And then this is the yarn, which despite the fact it looks a bit dishevelled, I haven't actually opened. Oh, wow. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is so pretty. Summer Lovin' Deluxe Silver Sparkle. Oh, look at that. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I love it. Oh, just some beautiful summer shorties. I might have to find a pattern because I'm finding that when I pick out my socks, I'm either going for my really scrappy socks or patterned ones. So I definitely need to do a patterned one. And then there is this package. I thought that they'd be using the same tissue paper, but it's similar, not the same. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. Little project bag, little sock sack. However, I may not use that for knitting. I might use that for my summer journaling supplies because how summery is that? For going away, I might put all my my pens and stuff in because I have a pen pot. This pot here has got all the fine liners and things that I use on a daily basis in it, so I can just grab them. So when I go away, obviously I'm not going to take this with me because apart from anything else it's China. So I might use that for when I go away. Oh, I love it. It's so nice. Oh, it was such a lovely set. So pretty. Oh, I love that. Right, so let's leave that there. It would make sense to put those bits away actually. Let's do this so I'm slightly neater when I've finished. That's that one. And then I've got lots of boxes. So I've got 2 of these. So this shows you how long it's been since I podcast, because I have 2. Now let's work out 18th of the 6th, 8th of the 7th. So this is the first one. So this is the Spectrum Fibre club that had fallen out of its box. So if you've not had May or June, I reckon that's the June. So this is probably in May. If you've not opened yours yet for any reason, I can't imagine why you wouldn't have done. This is the Spectrum Fibre Mini Club. Again, am I slightly on brand this week or what? Oh dear, that's funny. It's not like I've got a theme or anything, is it? So I'm loving this club because these colours are very much my colours. Oh, so pretty. So that's that one. I need to find all these minis because I want to put them all into like a project, like maybe a blanket or something, because, you know, I need to cast on yet another blanket. That would be a good move. And then this one, as I said, this is the more recent one. Does it say on here which one it is? No, it does. Wow. It's bright. Oh, hold on. Does it say on here where it is? No. This is the more recent one. So if you've not opened yours, look away for a minute. So this would have come this week because it was posted on the 8th. So yeah, well, it wasn't posted on the 8th because it was posted by the end of the 8th because I got it before the 8th. But that would definitely have been this week. So if you've not got yours, look away. That's just the Spectrum Fibre Mini Club. Okay, looked away. Like I said, it's definitely bright. But again, I mean, it's picking that up, isn't it? The minute I pick this up, you can see that line there. How funny. So yeah, definitely on brand. Beautiful. Right, you can look back now. So that's those two Spectrum Fibre ones. Oh, getting a pile there now. What else have I got? That one. Oh, crinkling. I apologise for crinkles. Again, I've not opened this yet. It's just, there's no reason why I don't open this one actually. Except for that I can't. For good reason. This is also rather on brand. So this is the West Green Loft Yarns. There we go. This is a club as well. Is that in focus? And this is the July Yarn Club. So again, if you've not got yours, look away. But I've had this quite a while. Again, on brand. So this is a sock set. So it's 50 gram. Actually, I think it might be a 30 gram and a 20 gram, but I'm not certain. It says 50 grams in total. It's beautiful. And yeah, so that way up, West Green Loft Yarns. I can't see on the camera. But yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So that's that one. That's not going to go up there, Sharon. And then there's this little bubble one that's sitting on my desk that I haven't opened. How have I not opened this one? Why have I not opened this one? Oh, okay. And in not opening it, I've created a problem for myself. There we go. Let's just pull it out. Ugh. So it's come with a nice cup of tea. And this is from Corner of Craft, and is some beaded stitch markers. So I have got a little star, a strawberry, and this cute little mushroom. And I really wanted to use these, so again, good reason for podcasting. Love them all. They're so cute. I'm fairly certain I have a strawberry, but I think my strawberry's bigger. I think that might have been a club strawberry at some point, but that's so cute. Yeah, so I can now use that on my crochet, which would be good. So my granny square, if you would have seen it when I pulled it out, doesn't have a progress keeper attached, and that was because I wanted to use one of these. I'm quite sure why the brain didn't go, well, at least put something else on it for the moment, but no. We decided that we were just gonna, you know, not do it because we haven't got the one we wanted. Right, so that's it. That's my basket empty. Yeah, I think it's been quite a long one. I don't know what vlog footage I've got. I have, however, got so a bit of a life roundup really. Ian is currently away in Africa. He is doing some balloon audits in Kenya and Tanzania, and he will have vlogged his trip. So I will have his vlog footage for next time. May even put it up as a standalone depending on how much he's done. I might even credit it to him. Telling me it's, you know, like a guest on the knitting project. So yeah, so I'll have that footage. So I don't know what I've got here because I really don't think I've been away anywhere. Talking of going away, by the time you see this it will have been over, but I'm going to actually, do you know what, I might put this up as soon as it's ready rather than waiting for my usual Sunday slot, because On Saturday, I am going to Lowestoft, where my lovely friend and adopted yarn daughter Laura lives. She is having an open day for her new studio space, for Folk Yarn Studio. For all the details, go check out Instagram. And I'm going to go and spend the day with Laura and just take my knitting and relax, which I really need to do right now. The last 2 weeks between being ill and Ian being away and work being busy has nearly killed me. So I'm very much looking forward to a break. So yeah, I'm there on Saturday, so that will be the 13th. And then my next thing is I'm at the Summer Yarn Festival in Amphill, which I think is the 27th of July. Double check that. But I'm there on the Saturday. And then, of course, it'll be the Southern Wool Show, which I'll be there probably both days, but we'll double check that one nearer the time. Which that's the beginning of September. Otherwise, we have various ballooning events. We've got the Norfolk balloon, Old Buckingham, at the beginning of August. So before that, I've got summer camp, and then it's the Old Buck, and then we're straight into Northampton from there. So we've got a few ballooning events on the horizon. Then there's a few in September, but a couple of them clash with stuff that I'm doing elsewhere, so I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. So yeah, really looking forward to my summer. It should be good fun. Definitely looking forward to my break at the end of the week. My voice is beginning to go, I can feel it. Laryngitis is not fun. Yeah, otherwise kids are all okay, animals are all okay. Hubby I think is okay, he's flying back at the moment. I've not heard from him for sort of since last night, but I'm assuming he's fine. And I'm loving my shrug. This is definitely going to be something I wear a lot. It's so comfortable. It's also very warm. Oh, yeah, I mean, let's just, because we're British, the weather. Now, I don't know what it's like in the rest of the country, but in my corner in the southeast, it has rained constantly for about 5 days now. I think we've had one nice day since Ian went away 10 days ago. It's just... and it's cold. 2 nights this week I've taken a hot water bottle to bed. It's cold and it's wet, and yeah. Oh, where's our summer? And those of you who know me know that I am very much a sun worshipper, and where people get, you know, fed up with the sun and really want the winter, I definitely suffer from SAD in the winter as opposed to the summer. So the fact that we're just not getting any summer is just killing me right now. Yeah, that's not good. Anyway, I have my knitting, which is great, and I'm back on project, which is also good, because I think I need a boost to get flowing again. I mean, I've finished things, obviously. I've finished this, which was quite a finish, and I've started that granny cardigan, but I was really doing just scrappy little bits that were easy, and I've now got more in the mindset I want to concentrate on a pattern. I'm debating doing one of the Stephen West brioche shawls, because I feel more confident with my brioche now, and I think that could be good fun. But we will see. I'm not planning on casting that on just yet. I do, however, want to cast on a dotted raise because I love them so much and they're so much fun. But that is next in. So when I finish my litmus cow, that is the next thing I'm going to do, is the dotted raise. That's going into that slot. I have one that I've started, so it's not like I need to, it's a whip, so it's not like I need to actually find one. I have got one. Right, okay, I think that's it from me. I've waffled long enough. It's going to be quite a long one to edit, because the second section is 20 minutes on its own, and I think the first section was longer. So it's going to be a long podcast this week. So I hope you're all okay wherever you are. Take care, and I will see you soon.